2 cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Midland. This brings the total number of cases across West Texas to 10. Out of those 10 cases, 6 are in Midland, and the other cases in West Texas include 1 in each of the 4 counties. Those counties include Martin, Lee, Crane, and Reeves counties. And Midland officials saying 1 case of the virus is known to be from community spread. That means the person who contracted the virus had not recently traveled. And Midland Memorial officials announcing and addressing the public about that concern.
We simply don't know the extent of the virus spread in the community. I'm not saying that our testing will cure that. We won't have enough volume to test broadly and really confirm how many people have it in the community. But as we have more people come to the hospital, as more people have symptoms, we'll be able to turn around their tests faster and know what we're dealing with.
Meanwhile, the Midland Health Center receiving $79,000 in coronavirus relief grants. These are federal dollars and appropriated by Congress earlier this month through the Department of Health and Human Services. The Midland Unified Command releasing their most recent testing numbers. There are still 180+ test results pending in Midland. Meanwhile, Dr. Lawrence Wilson with Midland Health says that they are receiving a trickle supplies every day, and health officials say that the hospital is doing quite, quote, pretty well on supplies right now. But Dr. Wilson says everyone needs to do their part during this pandemic.
I think it's important that, we're continuing to try to make sure that we're doing our part to maintain social distancing and keep people that need to get care in a safe environment to get care, and keep people that can get their care elsewhere or at a different time getting their care at a different place and at a different time.
Meanwhile, Ector County officials still reporting 0 cases of COVID-19. There are 33 pending tests right now, and 15 tests have already come back negative. And this is not just the Basin that's seeing higher numbers of COVID-19 cases. Across Texas, those numbers continue to rise. According to Johns Hopkins University, there are 1,654 cases in the state. 24 people have died from the virus so far. Dallas County is still seeing the most cases with 303 confirmed cases. And while Texas continues to make headway on supplies and response, the governor is implementing new rules geared towards slowing down the spread of COVID-19. Big 2's Maggie Glenn has more on the governor's latest executive order.
Those entering the state of Texas through an airport, either in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, will be subject to a mandatory self-quarantine for 14 days or for the duration of their stay in Texas, whichever is shorter.
This order also applies to the city of New Orleans. DPS will take the lead in enforcing this. Travelers will fill out a form, and DPS will keep tabs on you, including visiting where you choose to quarantine. The governor says nearly 1,500 Texans have tested positive, 100 of whom are in hospitals. Executive orders he issued this week have increased the number of hospital beds available statewide.
Since those executive orders, I'm proud to tell you that in the aftermath of those executive orders, more than 3,000 beds have become available in hospitals across the state of Texas.
While Texans have responded to the call to donate time and resources, Abbott says there is still more to do.
If you want to offer your own medical professional services, or you would like to volunteer, go to www.texas.gov/COVID-19.
The governor says he knows that some Texans want to get back to work and are ready for social distancing to end.
It's important for the world, as well as the United States, that the United States get up and running as quickly as possible. That said, everyone understands that we will all be working off of the best advice of medical professionals.
Governor Abbott says that these preparations are for a worst-case scenario. He says if Texans continue to practice CDC guidelines, the numbers will level off in the coming weeks. You may be surprised at how long the virus that causes COVID-19 can survive on surfaces. A recent study breaks down the numbers. Mandy Gaither has more in today's Health Minute.
It's a vicious virus that spreads easily, and a recent study shows the virus that causes COVID-19 can survive on surfaces for hours, even days. The results published in the New England Journal of Medicine say that COVID-19 can hang out as droplets and remain in the air for up to 3 hours. The study found that the novel coronavirus can survive up to 4 hours on copper, up to 24 hours on cardboard, and 2 to 3 days on plastic and stainless steel. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention continue to recommend the cleaning of frequently touched surfaces and objects every day, including counters, tabletops, doorknobs, bathroom fixtures, toilets, phones, keyboards, tablets, and bedside tables. If the surfaces are dirty, clean them first with detergent and water, then disinfect them. The CDC recommends diluted bleach solutions, 5 tablespoons of bleach per gallon of water, and alcohol solutions with at least 70% alcohol. The agency says most household cleaners or disinfectants registered with the Environmental Protection Agency should be effective too. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Drivers in Texas are seeing the lowest gas prices in the state since 2016. The statewide average for a gallon of gas is $1.80. Drivers in Midland are paying the most at $2 a gallon, and Sherman is paying the least at $1.50. These numbers come to us from AAA. And Big 2's Felice Romero spoke to another local organization about the benefits for animals and those who foster.
Uncertain times like these have people feeling a little hopeless, but there is a way to help our four-legged friends here in the Basin by fostering. Take a look.
Feeding them and you're playing with them, and they just make you laugh. They're so grateful to you for being there for them.
Not being able to go out may seem rough now, but Massa Rescue has an option for people that they say is the cat's meow.
You can cry on your foster's paws, and they understand. It's like they sense that. So, you know, emotionally, they're there for you when you're down. They're there for you when you're up. They just make everything okay.
The president of Massa Rescue says it's also good for pets and helps them find a forever home.
It's in the best interest of the animal. It gets the animal in a home environment where the foster can play with it, interact with it. It gives us an idea of the animal's personality so we can match that animal to the best adoptive home.
Fostering animals is completely free. All you need to do is give them a call.
We just want you to provide the love and the care for the foster dog until we can get it into an adoptive home.
Massa Rescue only works with Midland residents, but if you live in Odessa and still want to foster one of these four-legged friends, you can still call them and they'll put you in contact with a rescue that works for you.
And for more information, you can check out our website, yourbasin.com. There, the Midland Humane Coalition is also has options for adoption as well. So don't forget to check out how you can help your local furry friends. And some local restaurants are giving back to medical staff and emergency workers during these tough times. Opal's Table in Midland is giving away 500 meals a day to healthcare workers and first responders. Meanwhile, Firehouse Subs is giving away free kids meals with the purchase of a medium or large sub. If your restaurant is giving back, please email our newsroom and we'll add you to that list on our website. For the full list, head to our website, yourbasin.com.